All right, welcome back everyone to another explainer. Today we're diving into this really fascinating report by global AI group called The Future Enterprise. And honestly, it completely reframes how we need to think about the modern business landscape. You know, the days of just responding to change? Yeah, those are officially over. Today, we're going to unpack how to build continuous adaptation right into the very DNA of a business.
So think about this for a second. In an environment that is entirely unpredictable, who actually wins? I mean, customer expectations are shifting practically overnight, technology is completely rewriting the rules, and you've got new competitors springing up from absolutely nowhere. When the ground is constantly moving under your feet, who comes out on top?
So, the crucial point is, the old playbook is officially obsolete, right? The old reality was all about who planned the most. You know, those massive multi-year roadmaps that were practically set in stone. But that era is totally gone. The new reality? Success goes to who adapts the best. Flexibility isn't just nice to have, it's literally your new competitive advantage. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap. We'll be covering the age of constant change, what is organizational agility, traits of agile organizations, leading with flexible purpose, technology as an enabler, and finally, some practical next steps.
Section 1. The age of constant change. Because here's the thing. Change is no longer just this seasonal event, right? It's a constant state of being. Markets are evolving way too quickly, customer needs are shifting rapidly, and tech is just constantly reshaping entire industries. If your organization is still relying on a fixed, rigid operating model, you're going to get caught flat-footed, period. Agility is what actually allows you to launch a confident response instead of constantly playing defense.
Moving on to Section 2. What is organizational agility? Now, what's really interesting about this is how it dismantles a massive misconception. We hear the word Agile constantly, but the myth is that Agile is just some software development department or an IT team sprinting in 2-week cycles. But the reality? True agility is an organizational mindset and capability. It's definitely not a silo. It has to be how the entire company breathes. And the formal definition from the report hits the nail right on the head. Organizational agility is the ability to sense change, make informed decisions quickly, and adapt strategy, operations, and culture without losing focus on the mission. Definitely pay attention to that last part. It's kind of like a ship adjusting its sails to deal with the storm, but keeping the exact same destination port in mind. We're talking about flexible execution here, not chaotic pivoting.
Section 3. Traits of Agile Organizations.
So, what does this actually look like in practice? What are the characteristics? Well, it absolutely starts with fast and informed decision-making, combined with cross-functional collaboration. When you break down those silos, you get continuous learning. All of this feeds right into customer-focused innovation and flexible processes. And none of that happens without empowered teams. These companies don't just resist disruption, they are explicitly designed to absorb it.
Which brings us to Section 4. Leading with flexible purpose.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core issue. Agility really can't exist without the right foundation at the top. As the report says, leaders create stability through purpose, not rigid control. Agile leaders set a crystal-clear destination, for sure, but they give their teams the flexibility to actually map the route. They encourage smart experimentation, they allow for mistakes, and they build a culture of deep trust.
Next up, Section 5. Technology as an enabler.
Now, technology doesn't just magically create agility on its own, but it definitely gives you the vital tools to execute it. Think of artificial intelligence as giving you unprecedented visibility into massive data sets. Then you have automation and cloud platforms acting as your engine, right? Giving you the speed to pivot instantly. And real-time analytics, that's your dashboard, providing the immediate insight you need to adjust on the fly. To summarize this tech piece, it really boils down to this. Digital capability supports organizational capability. The two absolutely have to work together. It's a symbiotic relationship. You could have the most advanced AI in the world, but if your corporate culture is rigid, it literally won't matter. On the flip side, a highly adaptable team is going to struggle without the right digital tools. They go hand in hand.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 6, practical next steps.
Because theory is great, but we need action. Here's a highly effective 5-step organizational audit derived directly from the report's key questions. Honestly, I'd recommend running this audit this week. Step 1. Locate slow decisions. Where are things getting bogged down? Step 2. Identify complex processes. Step 3. Measure your customer response time. Step 4, check team empowerment. Do they actually feel empowered to solve problems? And Step 5, uncover barriers to faster adaptation. Seriously, small changes found here can create massive, immediate improvements.
Finally, our wrap-up, building the future. To really pull all this together and build that future enterprise, you have to master these core pillars: adaptability and continuous learning, strong leadership and empowered teams, intelligent technology and customer focus. If you can combine these, you aren't just going to survive disruption, you'll actually use it as a massive competitive advantage.
I want to leave you with this really paradigm-shifting thought from the source material. The future doesn't belong to the strongest organizations. It belongs to the most adaptable. So my question to you is, what is the very first step you're going to take tomorrow to make your team more adaptable? This conversation is really just the beginning. In a future explainer, we'll be diving deep into AI-powered operations. So until then, stay adaptable, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.